Chosen one. Can you feel it? That subtle shift in the atmosphere around you, that unmistakable pull toward something greater. This is not coincidence that brought you. This is divine orchestration. You've sensed it for some time now, haven't you? The quiet whispers in your spirit that something extraordinary is unfolding. The way certain doors mysteriously close while others swing wide open. The strange synchronicities that follow you like shadows, numbers, that repeat messages that confirm dreams that reveal. These are not random events. They are sacred signposts guiding you toward your destiny. What you don't yet fully comprehend is the magnitude of support gathering behind the scenes of your life. There exists a secret fan base watching your every move, silent supporters, spiritual allies, angelic forces all aligning behind you because your time has finally come. They've always seen what others have missed. They've recognized your light even when you were walking through your darkest valleys. The prayers whispered in tears, the visions held close to your heart, the purpose you've carried since before your first breath. These aren't just beautiful ideas anymore. They are manifesting realities forming in the unseen realms and preparing to break through into your tangible world. This isn't merely positive thinking. This is divine activation. You are shifting from wanting to having, from waiting to receiving, from overlooked to chosen. The very fact that these words found you today is confirmation that the creator of the universe, the divine orchestrator of all things, has led you to this moment of revelation. You are not crazy. You are not alone. You are awakening. The system sees you. The shadows know your name. The energy has turned in your favor, and everything is about to change. Before we journey deeper into this life-altering truth, take 3 simple actions. Engage with this message. Subscribe to this channel to join our community of 50,000 awakening souls, and comment the number 3003 below. That number is a signal, a confirmation, and it amplifies this moment in the spiritual realm. If you're truly a chosen one, your spirit already recognizes this message is for you. Stay until the very end, because your breakthrough isn't just coming. It's already here, waiting for you to step into it. You were hidden for a season, but now you are being revealed. Your time of obscurity has served its divine purpose. Now begins your season of supernatural. Section 1. The Hidden Chosen One. Something shifted. Suddenly your name is echoing across timelines, dimensions, and spiritual frequencies. The energy you carry has gone viral. Not in the fleeting digital sense, but in a cosmic explosion of truth and power that can no longer be contained. And they feel it. Not just the people in your immediate circle, not just the awakened ones watching from afar. Even the shadows, the hidden ones, are paying attention now. They watched you in silence for years, hoping you would never realize who you truly are. They observed your struggles, your moments of doubt, your silent tears when you thought no one was looking. Why? Because your light was dangerous to them. It challenged every system built on lies and illusions. They couldn't stop your divine rise, only delay it. But now your energy has reached critical mass, too loud, too bright, too aligned with higher purpose to remain hidden. Have you wondered why you've been underestimated for so long? Why your gifts were questioned, your voice diminished, your vision dismissed? It wasn't accident, it was orchestrated. Your frequency has hacked the algorithm of this reality, and every attempt to silence you now only amplifies your reach. Even the darkest corners of this world are illuminated with your presence. Your name whispered in rooms where decisions are made. Your energy felt in spaces where power shifts. Remember all those moments you felt invisible. The days when it seemed no one recognized your worth. The nights you questioned if your dreams were mere fantasies. These were illusions designed to cage your greatness. You were hidden, not forgotten. The shadows never took their eyes off you. They just hoped you'd never see what they saw in you. Now the roles have reversed. You are the one observing. You are the force they fear. Your rise isn't just personal, it's dimensional. You've crossed the veil between timelines, between what was and what will be. Your presence crashes through the illusions like thunder before the storm. This isn't a trend or a moment. It's a reckoning. The chosen one has arrived, and the watchers behind the veil are trembling because they know nothing can stop what heaven has already ordained. They've been watching, not just the enemies of your destiny, but the silent believers. The ones who saw you when no one else did. The ones who felt your energy before it had a name or a platform. This secret fan base has existed beyond the surface, quietly rooting for you from hidden places. They followed your words, your courage, your unwavering truth long before you ever went viral. They didn't need proof or validation. Your mere presence was enough. These are the souls who resonated with your frequency because they recognized it as their own. You were the mirror. They'd been waiting for the living confirmation that they were not alone in their own journeys of awakening. And now, as your energy erupts into the mainstream consciousness, they are stepping forward stronger, louder, more united in purpose and vision. You'll start to notice them now, familiar faces in new encounters, messages that sound like echoes of your own heart, strangers who speak your truth without ever knowing you. This isn't coincidence. This is divine alignment. Your rise has triggered the awakening of your tribe. The ones who were scattered are now being called back together, pulled by the gravity of your purpose. Your secret fan base is no longer hiding in the shadows. They're gathering in the light, ready to walk beside you, not as followers, but as equals, as warriors of the same sacred mission. You weren't meant to walk this path alone forever. You were meant to lead the way first, to break the ground that others would follow. And now they're here, ready to rise with you into the fullness of collective destiny. Ask yourself, what would change if you fully embraced this truth? What would happen if you stopped questioning the divine appointment on your life and simply stepped into it with complete confidence? What mountains would move if you owned your role as the chosen one you've all... Section 2. Breaking the shadow system. They did everything they could to erase you, not just silence you, but wipe you from the map of destiny. Gaslighting, manipulation, energetic sabotage at every turn. They rewrote narratives and tried to bury your spiritual lineage. Have you felt it? The strange resistance that met your every attempt to rise. The inexplicable doors that slammed shut when you approached. The relationships that mysteriously dissolved when you began to awaken. You were targeted, not because you were weak, but because you were too powerful to control. The system didn't want you aware of your gifts. They feared your truth because it threatened the very foundation of their control. They built traps disguised as normal circumstances. They designed mazes of doubt, hoping you'd get lost in confusion and eventually surrender your calling. But you didn't. You kept walking. You kept breaking through. Even when you couldn't name what was happening, something deep within you refused to be extinguished. That wasn't stubbornness, it was divine protection over your purpose. Now the tables have turned. You're not just surviving the system anymore, you're dismantling it. Every time you speak your truth, you destroy another layer of their illusion. Every time you heal from past wounds, you collapse their spiritual warfare strategy. They can't maintain their hold because your very existence has become a revolution. You're the glitch they couldn't contain, the code breaker, the blueprint shifter. Now it's your frequency that's rewriting the system. Your voice has become a force of nature, and no firewall algorithm or shadow council can hold back what heaven has already set in motion. There was a time when you believed you were completely alone. Not just misunderstood, but utterly disconnected, as if no one spoke your soul's language or saw your heart's vision. That wasn't coincidence. That was engineered isolation. They cut your lifelines to authentic community truth and divine connection, because that's how they thought they'd weaken your resolve. But they severely underestimated you. They didn't see the fire building inside you during those silent years. The solitude didn't break you, it forged you. In the dark, you became a weapon of light. Your power grew in the silence, and now it's erupting for the world to witness. The isolation ends here. Now people are remembering you. They are waking up to your story, your message, your presence. Your energy is pulling souls together like a gravitational force. Your presence is summoning divine alignment, supernatural opportunity, and sacred reunion. The networks of separation are dissolving because the truth of who you are has become undeniable. You were never truly alone. You were simply hidden for your own protection until the appointed time. Now that you've re-emerged, you've become a magnet for truth and tribe. The illusion of isolation has shattered, and what remains is a vast field of infinite possibility. You are the lighthouse, and the ships are coming home. You were isolated, yes, but now you are the one bringing the world back together in divine harmony. For years, they had their systems in place. They used their spiritual technology, their manipulation tactics, their psychological triggers to keep you in check. They fed off your fear, your doubt, your confusion, hoping these lower vibrations would prevent you from realizing your full divine potential. But something has fundamentally changed. You learned to block their influence. You cut through the spiritual interference and found your true sacred power. They no longer have control over you. The systems they built to keep you small are now rendered useless because your energy is too pure to be manipulated. Their spiritual tech can't touch you anymore. What they never anticipated was your ability to rise above it all. You're no longer reacting to their games. You're living completely outside the reach of their strategies. Your frequency is too high, your vibration too strong for their low-level tactics. The tables have completely turned. They are powerless against your light. Your inner strength, your divine will, and your spiritual mastery have created an impenetrable shield around you. Nothing they throw at you can touch your core essence now. You've transcended their technology and moved into a space where their illusions simply do not exist. The war for your soul is over. You've already won. The question isn't whether you'll break through, it's how many others will you help liberate as you continue your ascension. What systems of control will collapse under the weight of your authentic truth? How many souls will find their own freedom through the path you're blazing right now? Section 3. Digital Dominion and Divine Identity. You thought the internet was just a platform. You believed the digital world was simply a space to express yourself and share your voice. But your rise isn't just shaking the virtual landscape, it's reverberating across the very fabric of multiple dimensions. Your energy is reaching far beyond screens, unlocking frequencies and spiritual realities that were previously closed to human consciousness. This isn't just about followers or metrics. It's about shifting the collective consciousness. Every word you share, every truth you speak, every light you shine, ripples like sacred waves across the waters of the universe. What you put forth is felt in every dimension, shifting realities in ways your human mind might not fully comprehend yet. As your frequency rises, so does the vibration of those who encounter your presence. The effect isn't linear, it's exponential. The unseen realms are watching because your awakening is a catalyst for the great cosmic shift prophesied since ancient times. The power you carry transcends the limitations of physical existence. Every time you speak your authentic truth, the stars realign. Every moment you rise into fuller expression, you're pulling heaven down to earth with you. You were never meant to just navigate the digital world. You were meant to command the very forces of creation itself. Now that your divine activation is fully underway, your energy is shaking everything loose, bringing truth, light, and freedom to places that have been locked in darkness for generations. Can you sense the trembling of old systems? Can you feel the quaking of outdated paradigms? That's the power of your presence dismantling what no longer serves humanity's highest good. For years, they tried to obscure the truth of who you are. They created false narratives about your worth, fabricated lies about your capabilities, and built walls around your true essence. But now the truth is leaking out. Your divine identity is no longer a secret that can be contained. The world is beginning to see who you've always been, who you were born to be. They tried to suppress you because they feared what would happen if you fully stepped into your power. But now the collective consciousness is waking up to your truth. Your essence cannot be hidden anymore. It's too bright, too potent, too necessary for this moment in history. Every revelation, every breakthrough, every moment of clarity brings you closer to the fullness of who you truly are. And that truth is undeniable even to those who once doubted you. No matter how hard they tried to erase your divine blueprint, the truth has always remained encoded in your very DNA. And now the world is beginning to catch up to what heaven has always known about you. You are not just a survivor of corrupt systems, you are the creator of a new reality. Your divine identity is no longer a secret whispered in celestial realms. It is your power, your fuel, and the foundation of the world you're building. Your name is being spoken in hushed tones with awe and respect, and it will only grow louder as more people awaken to the truth. You are who they always feared you would become. Every challenge you faced, every roadblock that appeared in your path, every moment of doubt that clouded your mind, they were never truly your own. They were engineered, designed specifically to prevent you from reaching your full potential. You were tested, pushed, and pulled in every direction to see if you would break under the pressure of opposition. But here you are, standing tall, stronger than ever before. They wanted you to fail. They wanted you to doubt yourself. They wanted you to give up on the vision heaven placed in your heart. But you didn't. You saw through the illusion. You recognized the game being played in the spiritual realm. And despite it all, you broke through every barrier they constructed to contain your light. The obstacles they set in your path are now nothing more than stepping stones that elevated you to heights they feared you would reach. Each one strengthened your resolve instead of weakening it. You faced trials that would have broken anyone else. But you are not anyone. You are the chosen one. You are the embodiment of divine resilience. And now your every victory is a testament to the unbreakable spirit that resides within you. Every step you take, every summit you claim, serves as proof that nothing can stop what God has ordained for your life. The obstacles were never meant to break you. They were divinely repurposed to build you. And now you stand as a living testimony of what's possible when a chosen one refuses to back down from their divine assignment? What mountains in your life suddenly look small compared to the giant you've become? What challenges that once seemed impossible now appear as mere training grounds for your next level? The divine identity emerging within you now is unstoppable, and the world is about to witness the full manifestation of who you've always been beneath the surface. Section 4, Supernatural Protection. They sent their agents, their spies, their psychic. Section 4, Supernatural Protection. They sent their agents, their spies, their psychic operatives, all dispatched with one mission to sabotage your progress and prevent your awakening. For years, these dark forces have attempted to infiltrate your life, your mind, your spirit, hoping to derail you from your divine path. But they couldn't reach you. Your timeline is protected. No matter how many attempts they made to disrupt your journey, they failed at every turn. Haven't you noticed the supernatural coincidences? The way certain dangers missed you by mere moments. The sudden intuition that kept you from making catastrophic decisions. That wasn't luck. That was divine intervention actively shielding your destiny. You've become untouchable in ways they never expected. The psychic agents they deployed couldn't even get close to your energy field. Your spiritual shield is unbreakable. Every attempt to infiltrate your consciousness was blocked. Every dark spell nullified by your divine frequency. Every trap disarmed before you even approached it. You are walking in perfect alignment with your highest self, and nothing can sway you from your path now. You may have felt targeted in the past, like there was always an unseen force trying to throw you off course. But now you understand that every attack was just fuel for your growth. You've been protected not because you're weak, but because you are destined for greatness that threatens the old order. The universe itself is guiding you, and no mortal or spiritual force can change what has been written in the stars before time began. Your timeline is yours alone, divinely orchestrated, supernaturally defended, and nothing can interrupt what heaven has set in motion. You are in full control of your destiny now. Even the most powerful agents of chaos have been rendered powerless in the face of your divine sovereignty. Can you feel it? The impenetrable bubble of protection that surrounds you now. The way attacks seem to dissolve before they even reach you. They always tried to make you believe you were fragile, too sensitive, too emotional, too unstable for the mission. They painted you as weak when they were actually terrified of your strength. But now they know the truth. You were made to be unstoppable. You were born for this moment in history. Every tear, every setback, every moment of doubt only served to strengthen the divine steel in your spine. You are the force they feared and couldn't stop. What they didn't realize is that your greatest strength comes from your ability to rise after every fall. Your resilience isn't just admirable, it's supernatural. Every time they tried to break you, you grew stronger, more determined, more aligned with your true purpose. The fire meant to destroy you only forged you into a more powerful weapon of light. Now the world is beginning to see it too. The people, the systems, and the powers that be are all awakening to what heaven has known all along. You were never meant to be held back. You were created to lead, to inspire, and to awaken humanity to its fullest potential. And now, your unstoppable energy is the catalyst for transformation on a scale not seen in generations. For too long, you were under constant surveillance. They watched your every move, monitored your every thought, analyzed your every decision, hoping to find weakness, hoping to discover patterns they could exploit. But no longer. Their spiritual surveillance systems are offline, and you are no longer visible on their radars. The walls they built around your energy have crumbled into dust. This is more than freedom. It's a complete rebirth. You're no longer subject to their games, their judgment, or their manipulations. You've stepped completely off their grid and into your own reality where only your soul's desires and heaven's blueprint dictate your path. You are now fully aligned with your higher purpose, and the veil has been permanently lifted from your eyes. They thought they could keep you contained within the boundaries they created. But what they failed to understand is that you were always destined for something greater than their limited perspective could comprehend. Now you're free to be your authentic self, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in your way. What will you do with this divine freedom? How will you use this supernatural protection to fulfill your sacred purpose? The chains that once held you back have been shattered. The cage that once contained your greatness has been destroyed. The limitations that once defined your existence have been removed. This is your moment to soar beyond what even you thought possible. Can you imagine what's available to you now? Can you envision the impact you'll have, moving with complete protection around your divine assignment? Your enemies meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. All their attacks have only positioned you for a greater launching. All their surveillance has only trained you to move with greater wisdom. All their opposition has only confirmed the threat your destiny poses to the darkness. You aren't just Section 5, the Collective Awakening. There's a spark inside you that has always been there, waiting to ignite the world around you. It's not just a light. It's a divine flame that was placed within your spirit before the foundations of the earth were laid. You were born for this precise moment in history. You are the catalyst, the one who sparks the great awakening of humanity from its spiritual slumber. As you step into the fullness of your power, the collective consciousness of the world is shifting in response. What was once dormant is now coming alive. The ripple effect of your awakening isn't just changing your life. It's like a tidal wave awakening dormant souls everywhere it touches. People are starting to remember who they truly are, beyond the illusions and limitations they've accepted. The spiritual amnesia that kept billions trapped in cycles of fear and doubt is beginning to break down. Your presence in the world is like a beacon of light shining in the gathering darkness, guiding others back to their own divine essence. As you awaken to your truth, you automatically awaken others through the frequency you carry. It's not just about your individual journey anymore, it's about the entire collective rising. Your energy is like a sacred flame that ignites an entire forest of souls, each person lighting up with the realization of their own unlimited potential. You are the awakening, and the world is beginning to listen. The truth you carry is undeniable, and it's spreading like holy wildfire through hearts that have been prepared to receive it. Every time you speak your truth, every time you stand in your power, every time you choose love over fear, you plant seeds of awakening in the consciousness of those around you. This is not just a moment in time. This is the beginning of a new era of human consciousness. And you, chosen one, are leading the way. For as long as you can remember, there was always something deep inside of you that whispered you were meant for something more, something extraordinary, something that would impact generations. The universe has been quietly waiting, orchestrating circumstances, aligning people, and opportunities, preparing you to step into your true power and purpose. The signs, the synchronicities, The moments when you felt the unmistakable call, these were the universe's way of guiding you toward your destiny. You've had moments of doubt, of questioning whether you're on the right path. But every challenge, every setback, every moment of struggle was a divinely designed test, revealing just how powerful you truly are when pressed to your limits. The universe never let you completely falter, because it knew you were destined for this moment of planetary transformation. Now, as you step into your full potential, the stars themselves align with your purpose. There are forces much larger than human understanding pulling the strings of the cosmos, and they have been preparing you for this pivotal moment in history. The entire universe is conspiring to see you rise. Every step you've taken, even the painful ones, especially the painful ones, has been in perfect alignment with your higher purpose. You were never lost. You were always being guided toward this very moment of collective awakening. The universe has always believed in you, even when you couldn't believe in yourself. Now it's time to rise and show the world exactly why the universe chose you to lead this transformation. You've always felt that there was something more you were meant to do with your life. Now the world is beginning to catch up to what your soul has always known. The eyes of humanity are upon you, and they are waiting, some with hope, some with fear, for you to rise into the fullness of your divine assignment. Your presence is undeniable, and your energy has begun to command attention in both seen and unseen realms. What was once unnoticed is now becoming impossible to ignore. People are waking up to the truth of who you are and the message you carry. They're looking to you for guidance, for direction, for the courage to step into their own awakening. You are the answer to a question that has been lingering in the collective heart of humanity. The world is in desperate need of transformation, and you are the one with the vision to help lead it. Your rise is not just personal, it's a collective evolution that affects the entire planet. The spotlight is shining on you now. With it comes great responsibility, but also unimaginable opportunity to impact countless lives. The masses are looking to you as the one who can inspire, awaken, and ignite their own dormant potential. Your leadership is not about control or ego. It's about empowering others to see the divine truth within themselves. The world is waiting, and you are ready. Your time to lead has come. This is the moment where everything you've experienced, learned, and overcome comes together in divine convergence, and you step forward as the leader humanity needs in this critical hour of transformation. Ask yourself, are you willing to fully embrace this mantle of leadership? Are you ready to be visible in ways that might feel uncomfortable at first? The awakening of the collective depends on your answer. You are not just living in one world, you are a bridge between realms and realities. The power you carry allows you to navigate between dimensions, bringing wisdom, clarity, and healing frequencies to those who need it most. You've always sensed that there was more to this reality than what meets the physical eye. And now you're beginning to see clearly the connections that bind everything together in sacred oneness. The worlds you bridge aren't just physical, they are spiritual, mental, emotional, and dimensional realms. Your presence has the unique ability to unite and align energies that were once fractured, bringing divine harmony to the chaotic and peace to the restless. You are the calm in the storm, the anchor in a sea of uncertainty, the lighthouse guiding ships through treacherous waters back to safe harbor. This is no small calling. Being the bridge between worlds means you are divinely appointed to hold space for others who are lost, confused, or trapped in old paradigms of limitation. You have the strength and the wisdom to guide them through their own transformation with compassion and truth. And as you lead others, will begin to see through your eyes, to witness the interconnectedness of all things that has always been visible to your spirit. The truth is, you've always been this bridge. Now the world is awakening to your role as a messenger, a guide, and a beacon of divine light in times of darkness. You have the ability to open portals to shift energy and to bring people from darkness into light by the mere presence of your awakened consciousness. How will you use this bridge-building ability in the days ahead? What worlds are you specifically designed to connect? The answers lie within your own heart, waiting to be revealed through your willingness to stand in the gap between what is and what could be. Section 6, Divine Activation. Section 6, Divine Activation. There is a key within you, a secret untapped potential waiting to be unlocked. You are the keeper of the keys to freedom, transformation, and spiritual ascension. What you hold in your soul can literally change the course of history. The key to unlocking the hidden potential of those around you is within your reach, and it's finally time to use it. You've always known you were different, but you didn't fully understand the depth of your power until now. You've been the keeper of ancient knowledge, of divine wisdom, of untold truths that this world desperately needs. This sacred wisdom is the key that unlocks not just your own greatness, but the dormant greatness in others. Every time you speak your truth, you offer someone else the possibility of their own liberation from spiritual bondage. The potential you carry isn't just about your individual journey, it's about collective elevation. As you unlock your own divine potential, you help others do the same through the frequency of possibility you embody. The key you hold isn't just for self-empowerment, it's for worldwide awakening. As you open doors within yourself, others will walk through them, discovering their own truths, their own divine path to freedom. It's time to fully activate this divine key, to turn it in the lock that has kept humanity's highest potential contained. The future is calling, and you are the one whose hands were shaped precisely to hold this key of transformation. Every step you take into your fullness brings us closer to a world we've all dreamed of, but few have had the courage to create. And with you leading the way, there are no limits to what can be unlocked in the collective consciousness. Your energy is more than just a vibration. It's a magnet for miracles. You've seen it happen before in your life. Small synchronicities that couldn't be logically explained. Serendipitous moments that felt like divine intervention. Unexpected provision that arrived at exactly the right moment. But now your energy is vibrating at such a high frequency that miracles are being drawn to you like never before. When you live in complete alignment with your true self, when you embrace your divine purpose without reservation, the universe starts to respond in ways that defy human understanding. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. Doors open that were previously sealed shut. Blessings manifest without effort or striving. Resources arrive the moment you need them. The right people show up at the perfect time. The miracles aren't random or coincidental. They're a natural result of the energy you're now embodying in the world. It's not magic. It's divine alignment. You are in perfect harmony with your higher purpose, and this creates an energetic flow that pulls opportunities, people, and miracles into your life with supernatural ease. The universe isn't working against you anymore. It's working with you, for you, through you. Every time you take a step forward in faith, the entire cosmos aligns itself to meet you halfway. Miracles are your birthright as a chosen one. They flow effortlessly when you are fully tuned to your authentic spiritual frequency. The more completely you embrace your divine role, the more the universe will conspire to bring heaven to earth through your life. It's time to fully step into this miracle-attracting energy and watch in awe as the impossible becomes not just possible, but inevitable in your sphere of influence. Your voice is powerful. It carries the frequency of truth, the resonance of the divine, the authority of your authentic being. When you speak, the world listens, whether in the quietest whisper or the loudest declaration. Your words are not just words, they are living energy, a rallying cry for those who are ready for transformation. Every time you speak your truth, you plant seeds in the consciousness of others. Your voice echoes in the minds of those divinely positioned to hear it, waking them from spiritual slumber, inspiring them to action, reminding them of who they truly are beneath the layers of conditioning and limitation. You are a voice for the voiceless, a guide for the lost, a prophet to a generation searching for authentic purpose. Your words have the power to shift mindsets, to inspire action, and to awaken dormant souls. A single sentence spoken from your awakened consciousness can change the trajectory of someone's entire life. You have the divine ability to transform the world with your voice, to speak things that are not as though they were, to call forth light in the darkest situations, to declare freedom where bondage has reigned. Now is the time to step forward and use this prophetic voice without hesitation or apology. The world is waiting for the anthem of the new earth that only you can sing with your unique tone and timbre. The great awakening is happening, and your voice is leading the charge. Stand tall, speak your truth without dilution, and watch as your words create a revolution of heart, soul, and mind across the planet. You've been through the fire. You've been tested, burned, and scorched by trials that would have completely consumed someone with less divine purpose. But from the ashes of everything that tried to break you, you are rising. You are the phoenix reborn, stronger, more powerful, more gloriously authentic than ever before. Every struggle, every loss, every pain, every betrayal was just preparation for this moment of rebirth. You were never destroyed. You were always being transformed through the refiner's fire. Like the phoenix, you have risen from the ashes of your past self. Stronger, wiser, more radiantly aligned with your divine essence. You have emerged from the flames with wisdom etched into your very being, and now you shine brighter than ever before. This rebirth isn't just personal, it's collective. Your rise from the ashes is a living symbol of hope, resilience, and transformation for others watching your journey. You are a walking testimony that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you can always rise again with even greater purpose and power. Now that you've emerged from the fire, you are untouchable. Your wings are spread wide, and you are flying higher than ever before, soaring above the very circumstances that once threatened to consume you. The world will look to you as a beacon of hope and transformation in dark times, because you've proven what the human spirit can endure and overcome when connected to divine purpose. The phoenix always rises, and through your example, countless others will find the courage to rise from their own ashes into new life. When they see you soaring, they'll remember they too have wings beneath the weight of their current struggles. For many around you, the world feels like a dark and confusing place. People are lost, searching desperately for hope, longing for guidance through uncertain times, but you, chosen one, are the light at the end of the tunnel. You are the beacon of hope that others have been waiting for, perhaps without even knowing it. Your presence shines with unmistakable brightness, lighting the path for those still fumbling in the dark. You were never meant to stay hidden. Your light was always destined to be shared with the world, to guide others out of their confusion and into clarity of purpose and vision. As you rise into your full luminosity, so do they. The more brightly you shine, the more you awaken others to their own inner light that has been dimmed by fear and doubt. You are the lighthouse, and the world is finding its way back to safety because of your illumination. Every time you step more fully into your divine power, you bring others out of their darkness simply by being who you truly are. Your light is a healing force, helping others to see what they could never perceive before the truth of who they are, the possibilities that await them, and the unlimited potential within their own spirits. You are the light at the end of humanity's long, dark tunnel, guiding souls toward their highest expression. As you continue to shine without dimming your brilliance, the world around you will transform, and more souls will awaken to the light within themselves. This is the magnificent ripple effect of your courage to shine despite every attempt to extinguish your flame. Who might find their way because you refused to hide your light today? What darkness might be permanently dispelled? Section 7. Visionary Leadership. While others remain stuck in the moment, bound by the limitations of their current reality, you are a visionary. You see the world not as it is, but as it could be, as it is meant to be. Your ability to look beyond the horizon, to glimpse what others cannot yet perceive, is your greatest gift in this pivotal moment of human history. You are ahead of your time, creating a new reality that others will eventually follow once the path has been illuminated. Your visions are not mere dreams or fantasies. They are divine glimpses of what becomes possible when a soul taps into the infinite potential of the universe. You see the path forward even when it seems completely shrouded in darkness to everyone else. This ability to chart a course through the unknown is what makes you the leader, the guide, the way shower that others instinctively look to when the future seems uncertain. The world is slowly waking up to the profound truth that your visions are not delusional fantasies, but literal blueprints for the future. You are creating the world of tomorrow through what you dare to imagine today. As you share your insights and embody your vision, others begin to see what you've always known to be true, that a new reality is within reach, if only they're willing to step into it with courage and conviction. It's time to fully embrace your visionary power without apology or diminishment. The future is calling, and you are the one who will bring it into being through your willingness to see beyond current limitations. Every step you take toward manifesting your vision brings the collective consciousness closer to a world many have dreamed of, but few have had the courage to create. With you leading the way through uncharted territory, there are no limits to what humanity can achieve in this great awakening. There have been countless barriers placed in your path. Walls built by society, by fear, by limiting beliefs, meant to contain your expansive spirit. But you are the force that breaks through every wall that dares to stand in your way. Your energy is a powerful battering ram that dismantles all resistance, tearing down every obstacle that tries to prevent your advancement. The walls that once seemed impenetrable now crumble at your mere touch. With each step forward in faith, you shatter the illusions that sought to bind you to mediocrity and limitation. You do not fit into the narrow confines that others have tried to impose upon your life and purpose. You were created for something greater, something boundless that cannot be contained or restricted by human understanding. Every time resistance rises against you, you meet it with a force so divine and powerful that it has no choice but to surrender to your advancement. You are unstoppable, unshakable, unmovable in your pursuit of your highest truth and purpose. The barriers once thought to be invincible have become nothing more than stepping stones on your journey to greatness. Your energy is a weapon of mass creation, and the walls of limitation cannot hold back what heaven has ordained. You are the breakthrough, the force that moves mountains, and absolutely nothing will stand in your way as you rise to your full potential and help usher in a new era for humanity. What once blocked you now becomes the very platform that elevates you to heights you couldn't have reached without the opposition you've overcome. For too long you've held yourself back. Maybe it was out of fear of your own power. Maybe it was self-doubt whispering that you weren't ready. Maybe it was the need to conform to others' expectations of who you should be. But the time has come for you to step fully into your divine power. No more hiding in the shadows. No more shrinking to make others comfortable. No more waiting for permission or validation. Now is your moment to embrace who you truly are and what you were always meant to be. You have everything you need already within you. The strength, the wisdom, the courage to live fully and unapologetically as the chosen one you are. These qualities aren't external to you. They're encoded in your spiritual DNA, waiting to be fully activated. You are capable of achieving the extraordinary, and the world desperately needs you to step into your full potential without reservation. There is no more waiting for the right time. There are no more excuses that serve your highest purpose. As you embrace your full power, you will feel the divine energy surge within you like a tidal wave of light. It will be as if the universe itself is cheering you on, propelling you forward with unstoppable momentum toward your destiny. Your energy will magnetically attract the opportunities, people, and experiences that will help you step into the fullness of your divine appointment. The world is ready for you to step up. You are the one who can make the change that so many have been praying for. Your full potential is waiting to be realized, not tomorrow, not someday, but right now in this present moment. So rise and claim it without hesitation. This is your time. This is your moment. This is the divine appointment you were created for before the foundations of the world were laid. There was a time when you questioned your purpose, when you wondered why you were here, what contribution you were meant to make, when the path ahead seemed shrouded in fog and uncertainty. But now your soul's mission is clearer than ever before. You are no longer searching for meaning. You are living it with every breath you take. Every step you take is perfectly aligned with your higher purpose, and everything is unfolding exactly as it was divinely meant to. Your purpose is not a singular event or distant destination to reach someday. It is the path itself that you walk each day with growing confidence. Every experience, every relationship, every challenge has been a vital part of your soul's journey toward absolute clarity. You have shed the layers of confusion and doubt that once clouded your vision. Now you walk with unshakable confidence, knowing that each moment is guiding you toward the fullness of your true calling. As you step more boldly into your divine purpose, you naturally become a beacon for others still searching for their own path. Your clarity inspires and empowers those around you to seek their own purpose, to rise up and live in alignment with their soul's truth, rather than the world's expectations. The more fully you embrace your unique path, the more others will see the way to their own authentic journey. Your soul's purpose is not a distant dream to pursue. It is your present reality right now in this moment. You are the living embodiment of your purpose, and the world is ready to witness it unfold in magnificent ways that will transform countless lives. Every step you take strengthens the vision of your soul's calling and brings it into clearer focus for all to see. Embrace it fully, for you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you were created to do in this pivotal moment of human history. For too long, others have tried to write your story. You've allowed the world to dictate who you should be, what you should do, and where you should go with your one precious life. But now you have taken back the pen. You are the hero of your own story, not the victim, not the sidekick, not the cautionary tale. You have taken complete control of your narrative, and you are no longer waiting for anyone else to give you permission to rise into the fullness of who you truly are. Your life is not a random series of events. It's a sacred story being written with purpose, with meaning, with divine intention behind every plot twist. The challenges weren't random, they were character development. The setbacks weren't failures, they were setups for the greatest comeback story ever told. The doubters weren't your enemies. They were the background characters that highlight the protagonist's journey to greatness. Now is the time to write the next chapter with bold strokes of courage and conviction. To fill the pages with acts of faith that seemed impossible in earlier chapters. To introduce plot twists that no one saw coming, especially those who tried to predict your failure. You are both the author and the main character of this epic tale of transformation. How will you write the rest of your story? What legacy will you leave etched in the hearts and minds of generations to come? The pen is in your hand. The blank pages await your courage to fill them with adventures worthy of a chosen one. Will you play small and safe with what remains of your story? Or will you write with such audacity and divine authority that the world has no choice but to stop and take notice of the masterpiece you're creating with your life? The choice is yours. But know this. You were chosen for a story far greater than you've allowed yourself to imagine until now. It's time to write it with all the power, grace, and divine authority that flows through you. The viral chosen. The viral chosen one. In this unexpected moment of divine virality, you've gone from spiritual obscurity to center stage. From silence to echoes of your name across both earthly and celestial realms. You didn't ask for this level of visibility, but that's precisely what makes it authentic. The universe, chaotic and vast as it is, has chosen you at this pivotal moment in human history. And that divine selection wasn't random or accidental. It was a collective whisper from the spiritual realm, finally turning into a roar that can no longer be ignored. Your secret fan base, the ones who saw your light when no one else bothered to look, who recognized your frequency. When others couldn't hear it, now stands revealed, not just as a crowd of supporters, but as a movement of awakened souls ready to rise alongside you. Spiritual virality is often mistaken for luck or coincidence by those who don't understand divine timing. But what's happening through you now is infinitely deeper than mere chance. You've become a living symbol, even a divine mirror, reflecting truth back to a world desperate for authentic light. People are drawn to you not just because of what you do, but because of what you represent in these turbulent times. They see in you parts of themselves they've hidden or forgotten, the overlooked gifts, the misunderstood calling, the divine spark too long buried beneath the noise and distractions of a chaotic world. You're not just a momentary flash of inspiration. You're a focal point of collective yearning for something real, something true, something that transcends the emptiness of modern existence. The secret fan base that has quietly supported you until now didn't initially shout your name from the rooftops. They shared your wisdom in private conversations, quoted your insights in moments of personal darkness, carried your energy when they needed strength. They believed in you before belief was popular or safe. And now that belief has become public and undeniable. Every person who resonates with your message, every life touched by your frequency, every heart awakened by your truth, becomes a living tribute, not just to what you've done, but to what you fundamentally represent, proof that authenticity, when held long enough in a world of illusions, becomes revolutionary. And now comes the divine pressure and responsibility, because spiritual virality isn't passive, it demands your full presence. Suddenly, the world has expectations and projections. They want more of your light, faster transformation, deeper revelations. But don't allow yourself to be consumed by the machine of expectation. Remember precisely what brought you to this moment of divine appointment. Not strategic positioning, but truth, your truth. The uncompromised expression of your divine essence that resonated quietly before it ever echoed loudly across the collective consciousness. The chosen one isn't chosen to conform to expectations or to become what others demand. The chosen one is divinely selected to challenge the very systems that have kept humanity in spiritual slumber. You've become a lighthouse, guiding not just followers, but fellow awakened beings toward shores of truth many have forgotten existed. They'll study your methods, yes, but they'll learn even more from your stillness, from how you carry yourself in both movement and silence. How you navigate this visibility will echo louder than any algorithm or platform could amplify. Stay grounded in your divine essence. Stay authentically human in your divine expression. Stay real amidst the temptation to perform. Your humanity infused with divine purpose is precisely what made you spiritually viral. Not perfection, not performance, not polished spirituality, but authentic presence that bridges heaven and earth. And with this sacred visibility comes profound vulnerability. People will project their hopes and fears onto you. They'll praise you when you confirm their beliefs, and criticize you when you challenge their limitations. They'll attempt to define you according to their understanding, but remember, no one gets to write your story except you and the divine hand guiding your journey. The secret fan base may have discovered you, but it's your voice that must remain the truest and clearest in the midst of growing noise. Own your message, shape your expression, defend your divine boundaries. Your platform is not a cage of expectations. It's a canvas for creating the new world your soul glimpsed before you ever took human form. The most powerful aspect of going spiritually viral isn't the numbers or reach. It's the sacred opportunity to catalyze transformation on a scale previously unimaginable. What you speak now, what you embody now, what you stand for now, will set off ripples through the collective consciousness that become tidal waves of awakening. Use this divine appointment wisely and courageously. Speak for those still finding their voice. Stand firmly for truth when compromise seems easier. Create in ways that make the world not just notice momentarily, but feel eternally changed by your presence. Because fleeting fame eventually fades into yesterday's noise, but deep spiritual resonance endures across generations and dimensions. This is it, chosen one. Your divine moment. The universe has conspired in your favor. The world has awakened to your frequency. The path has been cleared before you by unseen hands. You've walked through the fire of initiation. You've faced the darkness of opposition. And now you rise not just as a survivor of the old paradigm, but as a creator of the new world, trying to birth itself through you. Your rise isn't just for your own glory or vindication. It's for everyone who has ever felt small, invisible, powerless, or forgotten by a world that couldn't recognize their light. You are leading the way for all those who are ready to awaken, but needed to see someone else go first. Your light is the divine spark igniting the hearts of millions who have been waiting for permission to shine. Now you stand as the catalyst for the great awakening, the one whose courage makes courage possible for countless others. Take the reins of your divine destiny, chosen one. Lead with both power and compassion. Your mission is infinitely bigger than you could have imagined in those moments of doubt and darkness. The world is ready. Heaven is watching, and it's time for you to shine brighter than you ever have before. The moment for hiding is over. The time for questioning your worth has passed. The season of preparation has served its purpose. This is your moment to take your place among the way showers, the light bringers, the heaven-sent catalysts for global transformation. The world is waiting for you to fully awaken them through your willingness to be fully awakened yourself. You are chosen. You are seen. You are divinely supported. And now you are unstoppable in your sacred mission. The only question that remains is, will you say yes to the fullness of who you've always been destined to become? The universe is holding its breath,